Well, hello. Welcome back to HorrorVision, and welcome back to the Vault of Horror. This is where we are going to be looking at the horror films that are locked up tight safely into this vault right here. Like I said again, there is no need for this type of stuff. It's a good thing that this vault is not underwater, because if it was, then there is going to be one shark that is going to take it down and destroy it, and then all of them would escape. Which is why today, it's time to talk about the summer blockbuster, Jaws. Jaws was released on July 29th, 1975. When a young woman is killed by a shark while skinny dipping near the New England tourist town, Police Chief Martin Brody, played by Roy Schneider, wants to close the beaches, but the mayor overrules him, fearing that the losses of tourist revenue will cripple the town. So he brings in a guy who would know all this type of fish stuff by the name of Matt Hooper, and a ship captain by the name of Quint. And they offer to help Brody capture the killer beast, and the trio engage in an epic battle, man versus nature. Directed by the classic man himself, Steven Spielberg, Jaws is the 7th highest grossing film of all time in Canada and the USA. IMDb gives this an 8 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes gives this a 98%, and Roger Ebert gives this a 4 out of 4. And 88% of this people like this movie. And you can kind of see why. This is not much of a horror movie, but back in 1975, people were afraid to even go into the water to begin with. Jaws, the shark itself, was nothing more than just a robotic shark. It wasn't no fake heads and stuff and people swimming, although there were some people swimming maybe, but this thing was all mechanical inside. So it was pretty much a fake shark. I mean, why would anybody buy a real shark? That would be stupid. The characters themselves are pretty good, but I always found my enemy to be the mayor. I fucking hate this character. And probably I think I have to, because he's the villain compared to the shark. He's the one who would care about the money and the revenue of the beaches of this dumbass town, and cares more about his own money than he does about the safety and lives of people or tourists that come here. The man himself just doesn't give a shit. This has got to be one of the most famous parts ever. This has got to be one of the most famous movies ever. And this has been dubbed the summer blockbuster. And there's a reason why, and that's because of the date. July 29th, 1975 was his release date. So, there's a reason why it was called the summer blockbuster. But why am I talking about Jaws? Jaws itself is pretty much nothing more than some type of summer movie. So why am I talking about it? Well, it was the summer horror movie. People were very scared of this movie because they were afraid that this shark itself, or any shark whatsoever, would come up to the waters and eat them. Technically, yes, sharks really do that, and trust me, I think lots of lives were lost due to a shark. But sharks themselves are blind little bastards, so what do you expect? As far as you know, like I said, with every single movie that is in this vault, Jaws, the movie, is locked inside that vault right there. The shark itself is locked inside the vault. He is not getting out of that door. But the one thing I tell you one thing about is the movie itself has dubbed itself the summer blockbuster. This is because a lot of people have seen this movie. Not only has a lot of people seen this movie, like I said again, they're afraid to go inside the water. If same as Night of the Living Dead warns you to stay away from Pittsburgh, Jaws is avoiding you to not go into the water. And it's kind of interesting too, because the mayor, like I said, is the complete villain in the movie. Not the shark itself, but him. Most characters range from forgettable to downright annoying. But this one the mayor is both like, I wouldn't say he's obnoxious, but he's anger inducing. And I think everybody is telling him, like, close the damn river. Like, everybody in the theater had to be saying, close the damn river. We don't want anybody dying in the river. He's like, nope, revenue for the town and stuff. I care about all that money. Fucking assholes. But Jaws itself has gone through the biggest reputation here because the second movie followed up, which is kind of awkward because I don't know how far the second movie went, but we're going to have to talk about the sequels of Jaws by the time for like probably the next HorrorVision. We're just looking at the straight up actual movie itself, Jaws. But as far as we know, its sequels ran up pretty meh. I mean, the second one was pretty much the highlight of sequels. The third one was pretty much down to obscurity because of the 3D gimmick, which was overstayed its welcome. And then the fourth one was pretty much one of the dumbass sequel titles you can possibly put in a movie because there's no such thing. I don't even want to go too far into that, but I'll tell you, the first movie was a great movie. I love the three main characters here. I love the three main characters that go into the ship and actually attack the shark itself. They're both really good people, and they actually do. I mean, one of them is a geeky character who knows a lot about the fish and stuff. The other one knows about fish too, but he's more of an alcoholic, and he's pretty much one of those sailors. And then the other one is nothing more than the chief of police. So, pretty much, this is a movie that is worth watching either during the horror movies, if you want, on October, or you can watch it during the summertime. And I'd rather say, for me, it's a summer movie. It feels like a summer movie. It doesn't feel like a genuine horror movie. Again, why am I talking about it? Well, it's still a horror movie. It just doesn't feel like it. But it is a horror movie. And that's why horror is right here, staring right at you. Horror is staring right at you right here. So, yeah. Jaws is safely locked up tight, and I'll tell you one thing here, buddy. He ain't getting out. So, I hope you guys enjoy. And next HorrorVision, oh boy. I think we're going to be talking about something spooky. But, let's just say something that has the name of our holiday. Catch you later.